Okay, hey there everyone. This is a quick video and it really is going to be quite quick. So feel free to stop, start and go back and go forward to really get the concepts that I'm going to be talking about. The redemptive edge. This is something in JoyCorps that we talk about a lot. So to begin with, let's look at some definitions. What do we mean by redemptive? The nature of something that has the ability to bring wholeness, restoration and health back to that which was corrupted or broken. So when we're talking about redemptive, it's restoring, it's bringing back, it's making whole again. What is redemption? It's the act to save something or someone from something evil or destructive. The act that cancels harm and brings a positive change. So that's what we mean by redemptive. Now, when we talk about redemption and redemptive entrepreneurship, we use this redemptive frame a lot here in JoyCorps. So this will come up again and again and again. This was a framework and a great framework that was created by our friends at Praxis. Let's look at this framework. It's split into three segments, looking at the vision of the venture, the operations of the venture, and also the leadership of the venture. And there are three separate concentric circles. The first one, or the one closest to the center, is looking at what is something that is defined as a exploitative venture. The exploitative venture, as a vision, it wants to leverage culture, it wants to trick culture, it wants to define its own culture, it wants to manipulate culture, if you like. So that's exploitative. It's not good for the culture and for the society. And as far as its operations, it wants to use people. It wants to just use them as a number, as a workforce, etc. And as far as its leadership, it's for selfish gain. So exploitative ventures are something that in JoyCorps we want to have nothing to do with. The next concentric circle is ethical. Okay, so ethical businesses are moving that one step closer to the redemptive edge. In regards to vision, they advance culture. So they're pushing culture, they're making culture better, they're making society better. With regards to operations, they have respect and honor towards people. And as far as leadership, they're all about self-improvement, making people better, making yourself better. So that's ethical. Now, redemptive is moving over that redemptive edge to get that next step. And in regards to vision, it's all about renewing culture. What does that mean? Well, what that means is looking at culture as a whole, looking at the society as a whole and saying, what is absolutely defined as good in this? Let's make sure that that is refreshed, renewed, and engaged by our venture. With regards to operations, it's about blessing. So that goes beyond just being respectful. It goes beyond just being good towards your people, but it goes into what do our people need that we can provide, which they wouldn't get otherwise. We want to bless. And with regards to leadership, it's talking about actual no ego. It's kind of leadership that has died to self or has died to ego. So it's not about bettering myself with my venture. It's about leaving that aside and moving into a place of servant leadership. Okay, well, crossing the redemptive edge. So how do we measure this potential? How do we steward this actual redemptive ability? These are the questions that we need to ask about how do we get across that place of redemptive edge. And with regards to redemption, how do we qualify and quantify our redemptive impact? So this is the task before us. Here at JoyCorps, we've broken this down into three segments that we're going to look at the potential of our redemptive edge, of our redemptive quality, and the potential of our redemptive impact and the quality of our potential of our redemptive impact. And these three sections are people, process, and product.